Welcome to There Is a Method to the Madness. My name is Rob Maxwell, and I'm an exercise physiologist and personal trainer. I am the owner of Maxwell's fitness programs, and I've been in business since 1994. The purpose of this podcast is to get to the real deal of what really works, and most importantly, why things work. Hence the name, There Is a Method to the Madness. Before I get to today's show, I want to thank Jonathan and Lynn Gilden of the Gilden Group at Realty Pros. They are committed to providing the highest level of customer service in home sales. Why don't you give them a shout and figure out what your home is worth? 386-451-2412.
It's embarrassing.
All right, everybody. I'm back here with Jimmy DiCatano, and we are going to talk about Procharge again. It's an exciting new protein supplement, and we have some updates. I know Jimmy has been one of the sponsors for the show here. We've been anxious to kind of update everybody. You know, this is a new company, and there are some great new things coming up. So without further ado, I'll let Jimmy talk about some new things going on. How you doing, Jim?
Doing good, Rob. Thanks. I appreciate you having me on again. Talk about Procharge. It's an exciting time for us. It's taken time. It's, there's roadblocks along the way, but we've pretty much gotten over all those. And the product has been available to purchase, and we are selling the product. The reception to the product has been phenomenal. But one thing that we did was we're changing the label. So there'll be a new label coming out. Looks fantastic. So that's in the works. That's kind of held us back a little bit as we're trying to figure that out. But that should be by the end of the month. But we're also officially launching our marketing. It's starting the end of this week, beginning of next week. The website will be updated with some new information, and so it's exciting. We're moving along. We're getting there, and I have a lot of people have been waiting to get on the site and purchase the product, and they were waiting because we only had one flavor available for a bit, but they're all four available right now. You can get them on the website, prochargeprotein.com. But go through. Rob has a link on his page. Click that link; it'll take you right there, and you can look through the products and purchase.
What are the four flavors that you currently have?
So we have natural, which is unflavored, but it still has the sucralose, so it still has a sweet taste to it. Lemon lime seems to be everybody's favorite.
Right.
Fruit punch and black cherry.
My current favorites are lemon lime and natural. They seem to be, I don't know. I like them all really, but I always like lemon lime flavors. And one of my clients, he's a frequent buyer. I think he has bought at least 3 cases from you.
Yeah. He's been purchasing stuff.
He likes the natural. He likes that flavor.
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad that was the one you had available for a while, because he was still buying those up.
He did just make another purchase where
Right.
he got the variety, got all 4 of them, because maybe it's possible he hadn't even tried the other flavors, so he wanted to try them. But
Right.
yeah, he's been ordering regularly, so that was nice.
Well, so you've already, even though you're kind of just starting your marketing and all that, I think you mean nationally.
Correct.
You've already got some sales though, right? It's already selling pretty well.
Yeah. And like I said, the feedback has been all positive. I mean, I honestly haven't had anything that was really negative. Yeah, I come across people that say, I don't really like, that flavor, that taste. Everybody's a little different. But as far as the product itself, everybody's thrilled about it. I get emails, or I talk to people all the time that they tell me that there's a noticeable difference in their workouts, whether it be in the gym or running, whatever they're doing. They're noticing a change. for the better, for the good. So more energy, recovery is faster, and it's marketable differences that, and it's not just one person. This is coming from a variety of people that don't have anything to do with each other. So it's not as if it's not a true evaluation of the product. So yeah, it's doing well for the limited amount that we put out there, obviously through MaxFit. We've been sponsoring that. That's out there. You have clients that have been purchasing, like you just said.
Right.
There's been some others. So yes, it's doing well, but now once we get this launched, we're really expecting it to do very well.
Now, tell the listener, for those maybe that missed the prior two podcasts, how much protein is in a bottle and what are the recommendations for use of the bottle?
So it's a 2-ounce bottle with 2 servings. 1 serving is 20 grams of protein. No fat, no sugar, no carbs. So, and it's only 80 calories a serving. So it really checks all the boxes. The protein is extremely clean. It comes only from grass-fed bovine collagen. And the other ingredients are all the top quality. We purchase only the highest grade. There's 2 that we go by, a USP grade and an NF grade. And both of those have higher requirements than product that doesn't meet their standards. So we only buy the highest quality. So the product itself is extremely clean. It's very good. And you can vouch for this, Rob. The taste I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I do as well.
We've all tried protein powders and you got to choke them down sometimes. Not the case here with Procharge.
Well, the thing I also really like regarding that too is all the messes the powders can make. And I definitely like the fact that you can just open up the bottle and squirt it in your drink or really directly in your mouth. You don't have
Correct.
to shake and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely, the convenience factor is awesome all by itself.
I had somebody that I've been working with on the product that was flying, and because it's only 2 ounces, he could take it on the plane.
Right.
So it made it so much more convenient for him, because otherwise he'd have to have a blender. He'd have to have whatever other, things that he needed to make his protein. Doesn't have to do that. Just he took 24 of them on the plane with him, no issues whatsoever. So while he was gone, he was able to get his protein through Procharge, and it was super easy.
I just recently read, it was a kind of a funny article, but this guy got busted by the TSA. He was released because he was innocent, but he had a bag of creatine in his suitcase, his carry-on, which looks like cocaine. So,
right.
Yeah, there's a big video of this guy getting his bag of creatine going through. So you don't have to deal with that with any Procharge.
No, you do not.
So tell me a little bit about the studies I've been seeing more of regarding some of the heavy metals and some of the protein powders and things like that. How safe is Procharge when it comes to all that? Because I know that's on the consumer's mind.
So Consumer Reports did a study about 15 years ago, and a majority of the protein powders had excessive amounts of heavy metals, lead, arsenic, and some of them were really substantial. Now, taking, one serving of it, that by itself isn't going to hurt you, but people don't take just one. They take maybe 2 today, and then tomorrow, and the next day, and that's not good. That really can lead to problems down the road. And like I said, some of the products had really excessive amounts, way above the allowed amount daily. And then there's another study, and I don't remember what school it is, but there's a college out in California that did a similar study with the same results. So Consumer Reports did it 15 years ago. They just did it again now. They got the same results. Still, a lot of these products have a lot of heavy metals, and they haven't changed it. So the nice thing is Procharge is none. Very, very small trace, if anything. A lot of it's not even detectable. It's so small. So essentially zero heavy metals. And that's a big difference. People are very conscious of what they're consuming. And I've had several people that I've spoken to and told them about, the metals, and they were shocked and immediately stopped taking those products. So it's very impactful, especially somebody that's health conscious, whether it be in the gym or you're running, whatever it is that you're doing. People are health conscious, and nobody wants to put themselves in that position. But the problem is that nobody knows, because it doesn't say anything about that. You don't know. If you look at these containers, there's nothing in there that says beware that,
Right.
Heavy metals.
There's very little, in some of these cases, there's very little supervision anyway when it comes to some of these supplements, for sure.
It's amazing how much product is out there that is non-compliant in their labeling. Not
Right.
necessarily the product itself, but their labeling is way, and I'm not talking about little mom and pop companies. I'm talking about some of the major manufacturers that are out there. So sometimes you have to be a little bit more diligent. I know when you first were looking at Procharge, you vetted it yourself.
Yep.
And found that, everything that's about Procharge is true. It's actually
And safe. Yep.
right.
Yep.
And so, the heavy metals are a big thing, and we're going to, let people know. And I'm not saying anything about those products specifically. And I don't know, I can't tell you specifically which ones are high in heavy metals.
They can go and research it.
Consumer reports,
Right.
and there will be a link on our website to the studies. They mentioned a couple of them, but at the end of the day, people want to know what they're consuming, and they're hiding that from people. So Procharge, we are 100% transparency. So you will see our test results posted on the website. So you can see that we do have 20 grams of protein per serving, that there are no heavy metals, there are no contaminants. So all that stuff is tested, and it's a third-party lab. We have the test results, and we posting that. So just so people can feel confident with the product. And in addition to that, we've been making pharmaceuticals for over 50 years.
I was going to say, for those that don't know, it's not like you're brand new at this. Your
Right.
lab's been there for a long time.
Correct. So we have a lot of experience, a lot of years combined. The person that developed this formula initially is a biochemist. And so there's a lot that goes behind this product that people don't see. That's when they do see it, and we talk about it, it does help. It makes them feel better because they don't know us. They don't, especially in today's world. I mean, people, the internet, they could say anything they want.
Right.
And there's no internet police.
No. And only 20% of the fitness influencers have any sort of certified credentials, we found. So
Right. No, and that doesn't surprise me, because people can claim that they're anything.
Right. Definitely.
How do you know? Now, for you, you're going to be part of the website as, our fitness expert. You have the credentials. Nobody can question that.
Right.
Right.
I'll show them to them if they want to.
Right. Exactly. So we're not just somebody that's making it up, or, oh, this is what they think. No, you have factual evidence you know, things if somebody's telling you something that's not, it's not correct. And so that makes a big difference as well. We have a doctor that's going to come on board with us that's going to do basically similar to what you're going to do, and just make people understand and feel confident about the product, that it's safe, it's not going to harm anybody. And we've been doing this for a long time. This product itself is new for us, but drug manufacturing is not. We've been doing it for quite a while. And I know you had mentioned this to me earlier. It's true that when I tell people that we're making this in Procharge, Florida, almost everybody says, I didn't know it was a company like that in Port Orange that was manufacturing, drugs.
Right.
And, we've been here for a long time. We've been in the same building since 1981, the same location. So we've been here for a while, and we have a lot of experience.
So I know one thing that's really important that's going on that I'm seeing in my world a lot is all the weight loss medications that are out there, and a lot of people are taking them. And, there's been success with the weight loss. And in some cases, though, especially in the cases of people who maybe don't have to take them, like they're only 20 or 30 pounds overweight, and, they're not in that situation where they're obese and their health is in trouble. But we see like a lot of skinny fat, so to say. So in other words, people that are losing some weight, they like have no muscle tone. Some of it is they're not going to the gym, but my belief is they're also lacking, like they're undernourished because they're not eating as much. They're depriving themselves, of course. That's what the medications do. So they're missing out on essential nutrients, especially protein. How can Procharge kind of help that?
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to unlock your full potential? I want to introduce you to the Fit, Healthy, and Happy podcast, a powerful resource to transform your life today. With expert interviews, practical tips, and inspiring stories, this podcast is your roadmap to lasting wellness. Here's what a listener has to say.
I used to struggle with my health, but this podcast changed everything. It's like having a personal trainer, nutritionist, and life coach totally for free.
With over 2,000 five-star reviews, we're a podcast you can trust. The Fit, Healthy, and Happy podcast, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
So, think about it. People that are taking those now, yes, of course, there's some people that, it might be a smaller amount of weight, and they're not, right, like you said, obese in that sense. But
and it's their right to take it. I'm not saying
no.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah. It's just that, yeah, go ahead.
So people that are obese, they didn't get that way by eating healthy and, being in the gym and, right. And that may not be true to every person, but just in general, you don't get that way if you're taking in all the nutrients you should be getting and proper. And so when you're trying to lose weight, and like you said, now it's suppressing your appetite, you're not eating, it's even more impactful because you're getting even less and you're even more deprived of the nutrients that you need.
And the things I think people are choosing to eat are going to be quick and simple because they don't have the appetite. Right. It's not going to be a chicken breast or something like that.
Right. And so this is where a product like Procharge fits right into their routine, because now, without adding a whole bunch of calories, right? 80 calories a serving.
Right.
You can make yourself compliant. And what I mean by that is the proper amount that you should, whatever your body weight is, the formula.
We call that the AMDR, the accepted macronutrient distribution. So essentially it's almost a pound of protein, a gram of protein per pound of body weight,
Right.
typically. So if you're 120 pounds, somewhere around 120 grams, we would that would make the person compliant.
Right. So it's hard for the average person to calculate how much protein intake they're getting.
Yeah, and it's hard for them to get that. Like,
Right.
I deal with that with people all the time. Like,
Right.
I'm working with a guy now who he's a pretty, he pays attention, and he works out, and he's just started tracking his diet, and he gets to the end of the day, he's eaten enough, but he hasn't eaten enough protein because it's hard. We're trying to guess. It's not the most, convenient food out there to find. So, yeah, I agree with you. I think this could be a very good link for people, a bridge.
A lot of people, if you're going to the gym, you're not going to eat a heavy meal before you go to work out.
Right.
But you want to get protein because it does help even before your workout, right? It helps your energy, right? It's beneficial, but
it's in your bloodstream.
Right.
That's the real important part is you have it in your bloodstream. So as you start to recover,
you're not going to sit and eat a 10-ounce steak before you go to the gym, or like you said, chicken breast or something. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'm laughing because literally this morning, my second client of the day was asking me if I saw a video of somebody we both know eating Greek yogurt, sitting on the leg curl, getting ready to work out, and thinking it was a good idea.
Right.
And I was like, no, that's not really a good idea. The stomach's going to start turning, and she won't have that in her bloodstream for 2.5 hours. So,
right.
Yeah, that's not the best way to go.
Right. So what's nice about Procharge is because this product is so clean, the protein, that take it roughly 15 to 30 minutes before your workout. It gets assimilated so quickly. It gets into your system, like you're saying, into your blood, and you're going to see the benefits of it in your workout. And then post-workout,
it's already there.
The benefit because now your recovery is going to be better.
Right.
And again, I can't tell you, numerous people have come to me and said they've noticed it's a noticeable difference. They really do see the difference. And Procharge makes it easy because you could do pre-workout and post-workout.
One bottle.
Right. Yeah. And if you're consuming protein through other ways, even if you're doing protein powders, you can't do that right before you work out. It's heavy too.
Right.
And
you're mixing it with other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not, it's not, it doesn't work.
Especially when you're going to somebody else's gym.
Right.
What are you going to do? Bring your blender in?
Well, that's right. And then you're going to carry your big, tub of powder and your blender and your
frozen strawberries. And...
Right. So it's the convenience is real. It's not. We're not just saying that because we're trying to sell somebody product. It really is. It does make a difference. It really helps you stay compliant with your protein goals. And even if you're not working out, but you want, during the day, where afternoons, evenings after work, you still need to consume more protein, you just have this bottle sitting there. You squirt it into your water, mix it up, and you got 20 or 40 grams of protein. It's easy.
And the studies have shown that the perfect serving for protein is between 20 and 25 grams a serving. So you got it right there in the bottle. That's perfect.
Yeah. So yes, it is very, it's very beneficial. And if you start taking Procharge, you're going to see results yourself. You're going to feel the benefits. You're going to feel the difference. I've had a couple of people that have actually kind of did their own little study to see what happens. They gave it, 30 days or whatever it is, and they take their, and to a person, they come back to me and say, it's just incredible, the difference. One guy's telling me that his hair is growing now. And so now that's not something that this product is designed for.
Right.
I'm just saying this is what he told me. So.
And if you're feeling better.
Right.
If you're feeling better, everything tends to go better, Right. And for the athletes out there who have done, endurance events and you've taken goos, it's really that simple. It's just like taking a goo. That's how I drink it. Other people mix it up into a water bottle, but I just drink it right out of the bottle. It's kind of like a goo, meaning a gel, a carbohydrate gel. So it's just so convenient and easy. And the bottle fits in your hand. It's very small, convenient. You can just take it with you wherever you go. I mean, I think it's been a great benefit. I know Ellen loves it. She takes it with her to 5Ks and stuff, and then immediately after the 5K. Sometimes she has some beforehand, but she often just has half a bottle right afterwards, and she feels the difference and loves it herself. So
that's good.
It is.
And you're not, if you do the research yourself, we're almost the only product of this kind with that density of protein. Right. And there's others out there that will have 20 grams of protein, but it's 60 or 90 mLs, not 30.
Right.
So it's a lot less than our product, but you're still getting 20 grams of protein, but it's a lot more of the product. It's not nearly as dense as this product is. And then, like we said, the taste as well is, people have been very positive about that. And that's a big thing too. If you don't like it, if it tastes horrible, if it's, you got to choke it down, you're not going to go and keep using it.
And some people are very particular that way, as you said. To me, I'm not really. I like all 4 flavors. I haven't heard any criticism of any of the flavors, but you're absolutely right. If somebody doesn't like the taste, they don't care how good it is for them. They just can't do it. There's something in them that just can't do it.
Right.
Well, Jim, we got about 2 minutes here left. What do you want to close with? You already told us how to get it, but maybe we can repeat that again, or whatever you think.
Yeah. So if you want to try the product, you can click the link on Rob's page, go to the site, check out the site. We have some bundles on there, so you could save a little bit. If, in quantity, we have a variety pack, if you will, you can get all 4 flavors and try the product. I mean, I think you're going to be surprised. Anybody that's used to taking supplements sees the benefit immediately. I've had a number of people question that there's no way you're getting 20 grams of protein, that sort of thing. And then I show them, I have the proof, I have all the documentation. What do they try? They love the product. So I've had at least 5 people that are very active physically, runners, that have gotten rid of every other protein that they were taking, 100% Procharge now. So I would say give it a try. If you're taking a protein supplement, just give it a try. I think you'll be very, very surprised as to how good it is and the benefits of it.
Is that how you think so the best way for them to try it, as you say, and I agree, is what? Maybe go to the website and order a variety pack? Is that what you would suggest?
That's that way you can try. When they get all 4 flavors.
How many come in when they order that? Is it just one of each?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And
so essentially $8 servings.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So that sounds to me like the best way to get into it is order a variety pack. And, for me, I would say if you're just getting it, I would try it before and after the workout, so go through the bottle in 4 days and give it its due diligence. If you wanted to save it a little bit because you're trying to conserve some money, then go with a half a serving afterwards for 8 straight days and give it a try. But to me, it sounds like the smartest thing to do would be to get a variety pack. I know you've been very generous with some samples out there as well. You've with our races and our events, you brought samples out there and gave them out, and I didn't hear any complaints. I mean, a lot of people walked away from there and wanted to stay on the product, if I remember correctly.
Right. I mean, the product sells itself.
Right.
I mean, it really does. So the reason why we're doing that is because we want to get the product in front of people.
We want to promote it. Right.
Right. And once they see it and they see, the convenience of it, the taste, what the benefits are from it, they're going to be a customer. So it's beneficial to us because you could tell people, like right now, I'm telling people how great this product is, but they don't know that to be true.
Got to try it.
Right. So you try it, and you're going to find that everything that we're talking about today is actually true, and you do get those benefits, and it is 20 grams in 1 ounce. And so I would say if you have any interest at all, try it, and I think you will you'll like it, and you'll become a customer.
From my standpoint, you can check the link out in our emails and then also on the website, fittothemax.net. And one more time for the listeners, Jimmy, what is the website again for Procharge?
Prochargeprotein.com.
Prochargeprotein.com.
Right. But if you're listening to this podcast and go to Rob's site or email and click his link to go to the site, it'll take you directly to the site. And there you can explore through there. You can look at test results if you want.
Yeah, they're on there.
Right.
Yeah.
So all that's available. You can see what, the cost of the products and the bundles and some testimonials that are on there. We have a lot more coming, some video testimonials. So check it out. I think you'll like it. And if there's, ever any questions, you can email us and we respond quickly. So it won't be, waiting for a week to see, to answer your question. If it's not the same day, it'll be the next day.
Good local customer service.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying. I mean, my company's been in business for a long time, and we offer, 100% money back guarantee on our product. And if somebody contacts me, they're given a refund that day. So we're upfront, transparent. We're not trying to hide anything. And anybody has a question, feel free to ask it, and we'll answer any questions truthfully, and if documentation as well, if that's needed.
Well, that's perfect, Jim, and I appreciate you coming on again, and hope the listener checks everything out, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, Rob. I really appreciate it.
You bet. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening to today's show. I really appreciate it. I want to remind you to please hit automatic download. It really helps me, and it helps the show. And now I'd like to thank Overhead Door of Daytona Beach, the area's premier garage door company. They have the best product and the best service. I personally vouch for Jeff and Zach Hawk, the owners. They are great. They're going to get you exactly what you need. So if you have any garage door needs, give them a shout at 386-222-3165. And now I'm very excited to add another sponsor. Procharge Liquid Protein Enhancer has joined the team. And let me tell you, they are a great product. I pop one after a workout. Each container has 40 grams of protein, so that's 2 servings. I take 20 grams after I work out. What's really cool about them is it's portable. You can throw them in your suitcase. You don't have to worry about mixing powders and making a mess. At least that's an issue I've had with some of the protein powders through the years. And you know what? They taste really, really good. So you can check them out on my website, fittothemax.net, or you can go right to them at prochargeprotein.com.